Hello, and welcome back to the only live Monday through Friday lacrosse talk show on the planet. This is Daily Dive. It is Wednesday, December the 11th, 2024. I'm your host, Michael Carvelis in Guyton, Georgia. Producer Joe is behind the scenes in Banditland, New York, and we are live on 12 on Sports via Twitter/X and YouTube. Subscribe to the 12 on Sports channel on YouTube for other great shows and live sports. On today's awesome show, the Colorado Mammoth are 2-0, which means they're leading the NLL in the unified standings. And that poses the question, hey, what's their ceiling? I'll let you know. I will react to the unveiling of the 4 inaugural WLL teams. And I'll unveil my 1 through 14 power rankings for week 2. Sorry, folks, if you're pissed off. I'm not really sorry, it just sounds good better when I say it. First, we want to let you know that this show is presented by tickets.12onsports.com. That's tickets.numbers12lettersozsports.com. Get your National Lacrosse League tickets for less by going to that website. They also include every sport and all your favorite artist concerts, not to mention Broadway and theater. Tickets.12onsports.com. Without further ado, let's get into it. You know, there's a team right now in the Colorado Mammoth who we may have forgotten about, you know? Like, we know that Dylan Ward can be special, and we know that having a great goalie can lead you to amazing places. Will Malcolm should be good for this team. Connor Kelly now has a year under his belt in Colorado. If Ryan Lee is healthy and everything is hitting on all cylinders, how good can this team be? Because we have to ask that question. They are 2-0. In the unified standings, currently that matters. The NLL put out a list of 6 teams that are currently undefeated, and I'm like, only one of them has played multiple times. It's this team that could be skating on thin ice or could be breaking through. Not breaking through. They could be creating their own ice age, if you will. But it's funny that producer Joe made this graphic because I have a thought exercise for people who think the Mammoth could actually win the title. If every team is healthy, because obviously this argument has health involved. So Ryan Lee is there, Tom Schreiber's on the rock, Matt Vince is still playing well for the Bandits, etc. Who is Colorado better than? Do we think he's better than do we think on both teams' best nights, the Mammoth are better than the Bandits? The answer is no. What about the Seals? For my money, no, but we'll see this weekend. Georgia Swarm? Sure, I'll give them that one. Toronto Rock when healthy? No. Albany Firewolves? No. So I think at their absolute best, Colorado is the 3rd best team in the National Lacrosse League. I think that's their ceiling. I don't know if I see this team breaking through to the NLL Finals unless some significant star is injured on an opponent. And I know it sounds like, negative Mike over here. And you know what? That sounds like it might be kind of true in this instance. My only big thing is I feel like the Mammoth are they're right there, but there's something missing about this team. It could be another star. It could be just, do I think Dylan Ward is the best goalie? No, I think he's one of the top 5, but any given night that could interchange. And that's what's interesting about this all. But here's the thing. I actually think, like I said, they're at the ceiling to the 3rd best team. I have them losing in the semifinals for my preseason predictions. So I think they're going to hit their ceiling. I just don't think it's through the roof. And that's where Colorado fans have to realize the truth hurts sometimes. But for now, they are 2-0, and for now, they lead the unified standings. They deserve our praise. They trailed 7-1 to the Vancouver Warriors. Wow, I don't know where that came from. Alrighty, when we come back to this awesome show, I've got a lot to talk about with the PLL announcing the WLL, the WLL 4 inaugural teams. So don't go anywhere. I know you won't.
Don't go anywhere. Daily Dive will be right back.
Need tickets to that next event? Well, at 12 Ounce Sports, we've got them with soccer anywhere in the world. Tickets to any venue, any sport. Want to go to NCAA or NFL football matches? We've got them.
Yeah.
Baseball at every level. Every Power 5 matchup is available. Don't forget, costumes and paint are optional. What's that? You want to go to Broadway? We have those too. Want to jam out? Every concert, every artist. That's right, at 12 Ounce Sports, we've got the tickets for less. 12ozsports.com/tickets. That's 12ouncesports.com/tickets.
Welcome to MyBookie. You're ready to create an account and start making money, and we're here to help. And remember, you can get a bonus of up to $1,000 on your first deposit. Now you're ready to bet. Just go to mybookie.ag, visit the sportsbook, click on your bet, and input the amount you want to risk or win in the bet slip. Yes, it's that easy. Just remember, at MyBookie, you play, you win, you get paid.
America, get back on track with Dust Pod's Performance Stabilizer. When applied to roadways, it kills dust and strengthens the integrity of the road. Easily applied by mixing with water, Dust Pods is the future in polymer stabilization. Call 1-833-DUST-PODS or visit dustpods.com today.
Daily Dive is back in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You want to know something really cool? There is an audio-only podcast version of this show. Go to Spotify and search Daily Dive, or click the link in our social media bios. Okay, and by the way, 7 followers already have done so. That's pretty awesome. Because they're like driving down the road and listening to us talk about lacrosse, which is, again, amazing. It's time for me to react to the PLL announcing the WLL teams. And as you see on the TV behind me, you've got the Boston Guard, the California Palms, the Maryland... I'm gonna screw this up. The Maryland... I don't know why it's right here. Yeah, I'll just go to the next page because this is easier for me. Boom! The Maryland Charm and the New York Charging. Okay, so let's get the good out of the way first, because I have a very bold take coming up. The good here, and there's a few things, is that one, it's women's lacrosse. Congrats, PLL. But we've done that on the show. We've given them rounds of applause for that. Shout out to them going on SportsCenter, unveiling these teams. Again, another good idea and another good thing they have the ability to do so. I also like there is actually an ode to the men's teams. I'm kind of conflicted in that a little bit because it's like women can have their own thing, but I also like, I guess, if they are in association with, like, you have the Atlas, the Whip Snakes, the Boston Cannons, and there goes Mrs. Paul Revere. Someone made the joke as Paul Revere woman. That was not me. And of course, the California Redwoods. Get it? Okay, sir, that's actually a palm. Regardless of that fact, it's still a tree. Here's my negative side of this, because for once, I do believe the PLL/WLL had an L in marketing. And you're like, well, what do you mean? These logos are trash. Like, I'm not gonna lie. In the comments, I know like 75% of the time when a team releases a logo, whether it be a rebrand or whatever, fans are not gonna like it because it's change. I don't know, man. This does not sit well with me. It does not sit well with some of the fans. I think it's a little bit weird. Like, after what we've seen Foozer do with the representation of these unboxed teams' logos, I'm actually shocked this is the best the PLL could come up with for their women's league. I really am. And there was a cute video, I swear to you, of this blonde, I wish I remember her name, this blonde lacrosse player who was looking at the California Palms. Oh, it's incredible. I'm like, she's bluffing. She's bluffing. These I could design on Adobe. Like, producer Joe, no offense to him, this is not really the bar I'm setting for him. He could cook this up within 5 seconds by just dragging Google stock images. Like, I don't see this. The best one might be the charm. I think the charging is just like, again, it looks like a stock photo of a bull. Like, I don't see they draw this stuff. Another good thing about this is there's cities, which again, when they finally get to where every team gets to host their games, if they get to that point, that would be a good thing. So I like that they kept some of the same cities. But what? These are the logos you came up with? I don't know, man. I don't know. Is there a wrinkle in the marketing department? I'm kidding. No, it's cool. It's cool these teams are there, but God almighty. And again, I'm not even worried about the team names or the affiliation. I'm worried about just the execution of these logos. Is that all I can ask for? Like, all those things can be true at once, I think. Whatever, there you go. There's me reacting to the WLL teams. That is very hard to say, I found out just now. Just saying WLL twice. Anyways. When we come back, I'm going to break down the 14 best teams, and there's only 14 teams in the league. My power rankings are next, so don't go anywhere. We're going to wrap it up. Strap on, baby. That sounded weird.
Don't go anywhere. Daily Dive will be right back.
Need tickets to that next event? Well, at 12 Ounce Sports, we've got them with soccer anywhere in the world. Tickets to any venue, any sport. Want to go to NCAA or NFL football matches? We've got them.
Yeah.
Baseball at every level. Every Power 5 matchup is available. Don't forget, costumes and paint are optional. What's that? You want to go to Broadway? We have those too. Want to jam out? Every concert, every artist. That's right, at 12 Ounce Sports, we've got the tickets for less. 12ozsports.com/tickets. That's 12ouncesports.com/tickets.
Welcome to MyBookie. You're ready to create an account and start making money. And we're here to help. And remember, you can get a bonus of up to $1,000 on your first deposit. Now you're ready to bet. Just go to mybookie.ag, visit the sportsbook, click on your bet, and input the amount you want to risk or win in the bet slip. Yes, it's that easy. Just remember, at MyBookie, you play, you win, you get paid.
America, get back on track. with Dust Pods Performance Stabilizer. When applied to roadways, it kills dust and strengthens the integrity of the road. Easily applied by mixing with water, Dust Pods is the future in polymer stabilization. Call 1-833-DUST-PODS or visit dustpods.com today.
What up, everybody? It's producer Joe, the baddest daddy in producing history, here to tell you all about the baddest, daddiest merch store. Go to the link tree in the bios of either our IG or Twitter, and from there you can access merch for the only Monday through Friday live lacrosse talk show on the internet. I repeat, the only Monday through Friday live lacrosse talk show on the internet. We got hoodies for when your girl comes over and wants to cuddle. Just don't let her take it when she leaves. How about a baddest daddy cap for when you lie about how much you hate Mike in this show, but you're still here? We've got beanies so you can do that in the cold too. Guys, what's going to happen when all these moms see you dropping your kid off at practice in this thing? Want to sip like a daddy and feel like a baddie? Check out that mug. 6-time NLL champ Johnny T and savior of my Buffalo sports childhood knows what I'm talking about. Guys, I'm really going to need you to start buying shit because I'm getting sick of doing Instacart. But yeah, go check it out so you can start repping and supporting the brand. Producer Daddy out.
Daily Dive is back in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So when today's show ends and you're getting your tickets for that next game, I know you are, buy them for less at tickets.12onsports.com. That's tickets.numbers12letters ozsports.com. You won't regret seeing things live, knowing you got your tickets for a good price. So every Wednesday, about probably a day after everyone else does theirs, I do a power rankings. And producer Joe, as you remember earlier this year, told you guys, unless you request it, what's the point of having one for him? So, again, letting you know that. Next up, we're going to go into them. It's time for the power rankings. Okay. Number 14 is going to stay Las Vegas. They lost to Colorado and never really close. I know Colorado's a good team. They're not a great team. And Vegas just like, nah, we're good. Halifax Thunderbirds dropping a spot here. I like that they were up on Calgary, but you got to finish the deal, man. And Halifax is not looking good. Like, something about this team is just off, and I can't put my finger on it or my orange feather on it, but it just, I don't know, man. Halifax doesn't look great right now. They look discombobulated. That's a weird word. Number 12, dropping a spot, the Vancouver Warriors. They had an off week. Their first week, they were leading 7-1 against the Mammoth and blew it. And Owen Grant was their leading scorer. He plays defense, by the way. And Aiden Walsh is still an unknown, but they could move up. Kurt Malowski is the guy. Number 11, the Calgary Roughnecks. Curtis Dixon and Dane Doby helped move this team up 2 spots in my power rankings. Now, granted, 11th place is not big. I have heard I don't know if it's a rumor, but it's like there were rumblings that Cam McLeod was playing sick. And I'm not saying that's an excuse, but it would make sense why he did need the breather and why the Bowman kid got some playing time. But he settled down late, and I hope he feels better. But Cam McLeod, I believe, was playing sick in that game. Regardless, they won. Number 10, the Rochester Nighthawks. No shame in losing to the Bandits, but being beat down in the fourth quarter was a little bit of shame. Connor Fields, 2 goals, 0 assists is a big red flag for me. Their defense looks better through 2 games. I do believe that. Number 9, the Wings, my final non-playoff team right now in my hypothetical playoffs. And finally, the top 8. We got the Rock dropping 3. I'm still not sold on the whole they're done. Oh, they might get their butt kicked again by the team above them. The Swarm, number 7. 6, the Mammoth. Seals, got to drop you guys 2 spots. I I know Swarmer can be good. I thought you guys blew that game. And that warrants dropping the power rankings. Little things matter. Black Bears are going to stay put, even though there's a lot of movement around them. Saskatchewan Rush had a bye week. They're at the mercy of the Firewolves, who leapfrogged them in a few teams. Albany did not just beat Toronto like I thought they would. They smoked them. They went into Mississauga and said, here, give us a cigar. Give us your alcohol. We're taking the whole place down. And then Rock got pissed off in the end anyway. So Firewolves deserve a big jump. And look who it is. Producer Joe calls them the boys. The Buffalo Bandits, my number one team for back-to-back weeks in the power rankings. What are your power rankings? Let us know in the comments. But yeah, that's the 1 through 14. And yeah, for now, the Nick Rose is the only thing the Toronto Rock have. But let's not pretend that he's just going to be the only thing they have all year. Alrighty. Thank you so much for tuning in to today's awesome show. It means a lot to us. Reminder, you are the bread, you are the butter, you are the to my cowboy. For everybody that comes on the show as a guest, thank you so much for sharing your platform with us, giving us validity and relevance. For the baddest daddy in producing history, producer Joe, I'm your host Mike, saying see you tomorrow for memes and other things. Same time, same place. 12 on Sports. This has been Daily Dive.
Thanks for watching Daily Dive. See you next time.